Morning, folks. Today's soap was brought to us from Clubman, and this is a 2-ounce container with only that left in it. It's not very often to see the bottom of the container. I've got another one already waiting for me. Yep, doesn't happen very often. I'm going to be following up with Clubman. Now, as it goes for the scent, my nose doesn't really do a very good job, but from what I've been told, classic vanilla in the way of Clubman kind of goes with this particular soap scent. My nose, especially this morning, is not going to be able to discern one between one and the other. Not only that, the scent strength on this one here, in my opinion, is not too terribly strong, so this is not going to interfere with this one here. And I also still got the Taconic Preshave oil, 2 pumps per shave is what I've been using. And I've got the soap whipped up. It's a little bit thicker than normal. Still using the Yaqi 24mm green brush here with the what I think is the cashmere knot. That's what it looks like to me. And the shaver of the day is an injector. This one here is a little bit different. It's got a special brass handle here, and this one here I think is a type G. That's the way I got it figured. You might be able to tell right there. That also kind of one of the telltale signs. But anyhow, back when Metalworks used to do this sort of thing, I got this particular injector from him, and it's got a Personna blade in it. I can go ahead and get started with the pre-shave here. But yeah, it's a pretty nice shaver. What prompted me to, this is not originally what I had planned, but what had happened was I had, and I'll put a link down below because it's a pretty nice little story talking about Schick Injectors, and it came by the way of Global Shave. And I just, it just kind of encouraged me, I guess you might say, or inspired me to go ahead and break out an injector, and this was the one that I grabbed. And this one here, there's some other injectors out there you might have seen. I think it's like North Shore that will do like a special handle or something of the sort for your injector. At least that's what I've seen. They look pretty good. And this one here has some weight behind it because that's solid brass there. And it's just raw brass. It doesn't have lacquer on it or anything quite like that. But I enjoy using it. Injectors are one of those shavers that was developed quite some time ago. Was it back in the 20s? I guess it was. And to me, the amount of effort that went into these shavers back in the day to develop them, design them, get them manufactured, it took a little bit of effort. Just a little bit, huh? And to think that they're still working today. My nose, there is a scent to it, but my nose is not working that well this morning, so your nose might be a little bit different. You might be able to pick up a scent better than what mine does. But this Schick Injector, if you hear me talk about them from time to time in a video, I do kind of relate them to a DE, in that for me it's really easy to find what angle you should be shaving with, because it's pretty much, that's your angle. It's not difficult for me to find. Not too many folks making blades for injectors nowadays. Not that there wasn't a past, but for me, Personna blades work best. A while back, I had a hit-miss incident, I guess you might say, with Schick Injectors. the blades, and I just decided I would stick with the Personna blades. You can pick these up online, Personna blades or Ted Pella. Supply has injector blades. Probably one of the things that varies the most, in my opinion, besides how they shave, is the number per package. Schick usually has about 7 to their dispenser. Personna has 20 to their dispenser. So to me, for my money, it seemed like Personna gives me a better value, more for my money. The here in the store, when they are available, you get 7 of them for about $5, and I think the prices went up a little bit when you go to Ted Pella. Want to say 5 1/4, somewhere in there, for 20 blades. So you can kind of see that's already drawing me towards it to begin with. You just get more blades for your money. That, and I saw a posting with Clubman, and I'd already had it set aside. I was just going to do it later, and decided to go ahead and do it today. Work right in with the Schick Injector. I guess you might say is a classic type shave. You can kind of tell. I mean, for me, this soap, it works well for me. It may not be for others, but I work up a lather that works well for me and don't seem to have an issue with it. The I have a link down below for Clubman, the soap, and I got mine. My very first one I bought online is around $6-7 for 2 ounces, but later on, we were out running around one day and we were going by a CVS. That's, oh gosh, probably about 15 miles from the house one way. It's a ways from the house, not one that I would frequently stop by. And it seemed to be a little bit larger in size, so I decided to stop in and see what they had. And they had a sale on their Clubman items, their line, and the soap was like $2.95 a container, something like that, real inexpensive. So I cleaned the shelf off. I didn't leave any on the shelf. So for me, you know, you got 2 ounces of soap for about $3. Thought that was an outstanding buy. I think the going rate right now is, I think it's around $6. Just depends on where you're buying it from and what time of the year. In other words, catching it on sale. It's pretty good soap. I can't complain about it. I mean, especially at that price range. It works well. Not everybody enjoys Schick injectors. I think it has a lot to do with the blade choices. For me, the Personna blade works fine, but I know other people have ran into cases with it. For me, the probably the best injector is, and this is my opinion, my experience, I really do like the supply injector. Oddly enough, I've never used the dispenser to inject the blade in there. I've always taken it apart, placed the blade in there, so that way I'm using the mini hair shaper blades. In other words, without the key on the dispenser. So, but for me, I really do enjoy that injector. It has a little bit of weight behind it. It's really comfortable in the hand. Not saying that this one isn't, but I don't have, with that particular injector, since I'm able to take it apart and just place the blade in there, I don't have to worry about when you go to load the blade in there, is it going to get a little cattywampus? Because sometimes, just because of the tension, The sometimes when the blade starts to go into an injector, it may go, kind of stiff at that one point. Then all the next thing you know, it just goes in all real quick, and then it goes in crooked. And then, of course, since the edge of the blade ran across the stop right there, the blade's not good. So you got to try it again. And, that sort of frustrates some folks, which I understand because it frustrates me. So that's one of the biggest reasons I like the supply injector, because I don't have to deal with that. But this one here works just fine so far. I haven't had any issues like that. But I have others where that is the case. I have to be very careful and try to slowly move it in the best you can and hope that it doesn't go in all at one time. Or if it does, that it doesn't get cattywampus and ruin the edge. Should have mentioned I got about 2 days worth of growth. I didn't shave yesterday. But it is nice to be able to find shave gear in the store that's not breaking the bank. And I thought that was pretty nice to be able to find it. $3 for 2 ounces of soap. I already had the aftershave. I think, if I remember right, in CVS, the aftershave's running, I'm wanting to say around $10, but I'm not sure. It might be $7 or $8. Can't remember. It's been a while since I priced it. I've ordered mine online for the most part. Matter of fact, when I did see all that on sale, what they had left in the way of aftershave was a classic vanilla, and I already had one, so I didn't need any more of that particular one. The only one I did get was Clubman in a different shaped bottle. It is a bigger container. That is one thing, the link down below that I have for Clubman. If you stumble around in their website, there is one thing that I noticed, because I like lime sec. Lime sec's a really nice scent for me. I like lime. And the one that I found online, there's 2 different ones, different sizes. The larger one has like a roundish type container, and then the smaller one, I think is about 6 ounces, the smaller one. It looks like a container like this right here. And that was the first time I had seen it. Most of the lime secs I've ever ran across have been the tall, big ones. In other words, about, 12, 14 ounces, whatever it is. In other words, much larger. And I thought that that's kind of cool if you're kind of particular about your shape of your bottles. If anything, it'd be nice if they came in glass. That would be really cool. Especially a shape like this right here. I like this shape. It does kind of give you that impression. It's a classic type shape. I have no idea how long they've been putting their products out in a shape like this. Also, the website that I kind of pointed to, if I'm not mistaken, they may have some of those that are 1.7 ounces maybe. I think it was that one. I looked at several different websites and kind of get lost in them. That's what the restrictor looks like, if you can see it there. For me, these are nice shaves. Easy going. For me, they're from the get-go. Always found that the angle was easy. Not a whole lot of effort put into finding the right pressure for it. I've been using Personna blades ever since I started wet shaving, so I was very familiar with the blade. Just a great shave. Classic. But I'll make sure I put a link down below for some of the stuff, and you might take a moment if you got it and just read the article about the Schick Injector and the story behind it, and I enjoyed it, at least. I thought it was pretty cool. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smooth shaves to you.